People say that smoking's bad for you. Today, it's not, because we're going out in a CI Ibiza that set the fastest time at Santa Pod, front-wheel drive, diesel, so far. It's 500 horsepower, it doesn't weigh anything, it's really fast, and we're going to find out just how fast. As you heard in the intro, we are just about to see the fastest front-wheel drive diesel at Santa Pod this year. If there were bullet points about something that's so mental, Jack, thanks so much for coming down here today. Do you want to give us a bit of a rundown, a few bullet points on the car?
Yeah, so she's fully built, everything's all done, and then we basically decided to add some nitrous to it.
So are we talking rods, pistons, like full works?
Absolutely everything. I killed my old engine, so I found another one, put it in Aaron's workshop at AR Performance. Okay. And I was like, oh, whose rods are they? And he was like, customers. I was like, they're mine now. They're mine now. I was like, got pistons upstairs. He was like, yeah. I was like, I'll have them as well. Oh,
so you've done the full, like the whole hog on it?
Yeah, so the pistons all drilled out.
What turbos on it?
It's a 2871 ball bearing from JW Automotive.
Right, okay.
I've just sent it in. It's been put onto a high flow manifold and been ceramic coated. You
said something about the very small amount of boost pressure that it runs.
Yeah, 3.5 bar holding, but when I hit the button at pod with a 200 shot of nitrous, I see 4.2.
4.2 bar of boost. So like when someone says, back in my day, because I'm older, a 2 bar boost was a lot, but the 4.2, it's different with diesels though, isn't it? And obviously you're running nitrous and stuff. So you're running 200 horsepower, so the car minus the nitrous makes like...
Yeah, we've still got another 50 shot to add.
Have you really?
Yeah, so it's mapped in for 250.
Yeah.
But I done a run, my first run at pod when we done pull up was, I just run the 175 just as a safety precaution. Yeah. Still done a PB off the trailer, so. And
it's got to have more in it. And you ended the day with an 11, what was it?
11.0, 128 mile an hour.
So it's got the mile per hour for a 10 in it, easily.
Yeah.
There ain't loads of cars out there that can go 11.0 that you can just drive there. Yes, there's some of the really expensive BMs, but remember this is a 4-cylinder diesel. So just talk us through. So you've got a battery located in the boot. There's no cage in it. It's just that brace, and obviously a nitrous bottle, no interior. You've got, how much does it weigh, do you reckon?
Last time I put it on the weighbridge, it went 12.20, but I had some stuff in the back. Yeah. I reckon it would take the passenger seat out. Probably about 12, just under. Yeah,
just under that. So getting the weight down, I might see you in the 10s. Normally, let's walk around the car. Normally, we'll open the doors and have a look in the back. Obviously, we can see everything in the back from there, and it's just literally the nitrous bottle. So that is a seat. Interior-wise, it is like standard seats and like standard steering wheel, standard everything. Yeah. And it runs 11.0.
I do keep thinking about bucket seats, but.
Yeah, a bit of weight maybe.
I can take the bonnet exit off, put another exhaust on it, I can just daily again.
Yeah.
So it's just
it's reliable, you don't have any...
Literally when we was at pod, I could have literally, rather than putting it on the trailer, I could have just drove it home.
Really? And you still said earlier, I think off camera, you said it still gets like decent economy as well.
Yeah, if I sit it on the motorway, you still see 50, 60 miles per gallon.
That's mad, isn't it?
Cruise control on.
And it was keeping up with like tuned 140s and stuff.
I was beating them all day.
Really?
Yeah, I was pulling lemps on them all day.
Oh, mate. I love it. So with the stand interior, the one thing, a question I didn't ask when we were off camera earlier, about the gearbox, because obviously it's making a gobload more torque than it did do. Is it stock gearbox, drive shafts and all that?
It's stock shafts. So we've got, gearbox has been built and changed to a 5-speed. Right, okay. So it's a long ratio box, been converted to 5-speed, so we've got a bigger fourth gear. Okay. Because they are known, like flat foot shift and you'll brake for full gear. Right. So yeah, put one of them in, and then Aaron's just put his Quaif LSD straight in the box from him, from his Golf. So that's in there, and fourth gear support.
Really? And you haven't had any problems. Clutch, I suppose it's got a big clutch.
It's got a Sachs SRE 4 paddle.
Right.
I mean, they said they're rated for 800 newton meters an hour and seen over 1,050 newton meters.
And it's not slipping on that. So at the pod with slicks on, if it's going to slip, it's going to
go, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's have a look under the bonnet then, because this is where the magic happens. Hood exit, obviously. If you think about a 500 horsepower like EP3, like that's a fast car, but this is so obscure, so different to that. So just talk us through what's going on in the engine bay. I mean, there's a few differences. I recognise the rocker cover and the alternator, wherever it's regular PD, but what else is going on?
So, no air filter, just a tiny bit of mesh straight in the silicone. Don't need one of them, get rid of that. Bonnet exit, and then obviously, like we said, it's all fully built. Yeah. Got your solenoid for your nitrous, and yeah.
And it's a 2871, did you say?
Yeah, ball bearing. And
it's not having a problem making 4-bar boost. That's mad, isn't it? And I was doing a bit of reading before, because I was surprised, firstly, that they can make this sort of power. Yeah. But is there something to do with the head studs or head bolts? Do they put bigger bolts?
Yeah, you have to put PD130 head bolts in, or you can go ARP.
Right.
But I said about putting ARP, and Aaron was like, "No, we're putting 150 in it. Like they're more than enough. They're absolutely fine." So
right, and that's, I suppose, when you're talking about 4-bar boost and like they're high compression, obviously because it's diesel. Everything is in the best interest of keeping the head and the block together. I suppose.
I did lift the head, and when I did lift the head, I lifted it bad. It blew out of every cylinder out the back.
Oh really? Yeah. Leaking coolant and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I just had to keep topping it up. But
it's been fine since.
Yeah,
mate, I can't wait. I cannot wait to go out in this because I've never been in a. What do you reckon, Nick? What's your take on it?
Jack fills me with confidence. You know, when we meet a lot of people who built a car.
We do meet with a lot of people who built cars,
within the first 10 minutes of conversation, you can tell if it's going to be a safe journey.
Or a fun journey.
Or a fun journey. It's going to be a fun journey.
I think it's going to be. All right, so we've had a quick walk around. What about brakes and suspension? What's that on?
Standard.
It's all standard, of course.
Standard brakes, and then we're on...
Is it low ring springs or something?
No, we're on coilovers on, is it STs?
Right.
Whatever it is. I was on it when I bought the car.
And that's it? No like drag setup stuff?
It's still lifted on the arse end from pod.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get a chance to lower it down, really. Didn't get a chance to wash the car.
Doesn't matter, because how dirty it is doesn't make a difference to how fast it is. So
it should be all black when we get back.
Perfect. Right, let's get out on the road and survive that then, shall we?
Okay, so before Owen goes out in Jack's car, I've done a quick car vertical check. I've used the reg, but you could also use the VIN plate, which is currently hidden behind a load of soot. Now it's come back as green ticks for odometer, green ticks for financial and legal status, but there's an amber warning for damage. So the damage report, if I click that, there's no photos to have, but it's come back as category N, which is the best kind because it means it's repairable, non-structural damage. And Jack's told me off camera, he already knew that, and all it was replacing a wing. So that's all good too. But here's a car with a less than good past. So let's look at another set. This is a Seat Alteca through Car Vertical. This has got green for mileage, so that's good, an odometer. Green for any outstanding finance, so that's good too, but an amber warning for damage. And if you scroll down to the photos, my God, it's missing most of the front end. It's missing part of the wings damaged, bonnets damaged, bumpers damaged. So you know, because of this Car Vertical report, this is definitely one to avoid. So next time you're buying a second-hand vehicle, do your due diligence and get a Car Vertical check done. And even better, we're offering 20% off when you use MotorAddicts&b at the checkout. Now, let's catch up with Owen.
It's so nice getting in a car that's not got bucket seats and harnesses and doing all that. Should I do this window up?
Can do, unless you want to chew smoke.
So where's your, is your nitrous on the pedal or on a button?
No, I've got a button now. I take it out and I just have to hold it. But a pod, I tape it to the steering wheel.
Right, just so you got like to hand.
Like, it's just annoying when you turn, it gets wrapped up. But
right.
I just speak to Jake from JW, to be fair, and he's worked out how to put it on this button.
Oh, that's cool.
So me and Aaron tried it before and we couldn't work it out, but...
So you can still have hands on and you've got ESP there still?
Yeah, that's off.
I was going to say. So when it's, if you've got a diff in it, it spins both tyres and it just snakes up the road. I expect. Sticker right here, that's mad, man. I've never seen so much soot come out. But you could use it every day if you wanted to.
I mean, literally, I've still got the standard exhaust at home. I've just got to change the flange because obviously I changed the turbo.
So good. We'll just leave the hole in the bonnet. And I bet you surprise everything that's a bit. If it comes up behind you on the motorway, you just outrun them. It's quiet as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like normally stuff that's tuned this much is like you get piston slap and they're rattly inside. Yeah. This is funny, man. Yeah, I think this is going to be the most powerful diesel we've had on the channel, to be fair. That EGT gauge was going on straight away, wasn't it? Oh, I can't, there's no lag at all. Just comes straight on.
Portuguese spice.
That's mental. It's just like soot. Jesus. That's insane. It revs like a petrol though, doesn't it? It comes round so fast.
5.8, I think it's revving to.
Jeez. Do you ever get like flames out of it?
In the dark you can see it.
Yeah.
It's glowing. I'll have to send you I'll show you the pictures.
I can't believe it don't feel more like a race car and go that fast.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. That's hilarious. It's spinning, I can hear it first to second, it spins quite a bit. Jesus Christ. You can feel both tyres are spinning as well, isn't they? He wants to wander over the road. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Is that without the nitrous? You can see the haze of heat coming out the bonnet.
Yeah.
Mate.
If it gets warm enough, when I shift it'll probably pop a flame.
Yeah. Well, when it hits the limiter, it's not like, I suppose at night, yeah, you would see a bit of, what's the EGTs, what are they peaking at, do you know?
All
That's the gauge. Oh, it's all the way, is it?
Yeah.
It's at 1200 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get in, shut up and hold on. See, there's the thing about stuff like this, for anyone watching this, is that this is proof that you don't need, like the further you go with stuff, if you had a 1,000 horsepower Porsche,
yeah,
4-wheel drive, I mean, no disrespect to anyone else, because they are amazing, don't get me wrong, but like, even being a passenger in this, like, I can tell you enjoy driving it.
Oh, I love it.
And if you're in a Porsche, you sit there and you deck it, and you let the gearbox do the work, the traction control does the work, but this is like, you're having a fight with it a little bit.
I was going to sell it.
But then you drove it again.
Yeah, I drove it, done pod, and I was like, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, too much fun. Yeah, this goes right and then left, and there's a... It does dive down to the... Yeah, that pings straight away, doesn't it? Is it, where have you set the suspension? Does it need to be like hard or soft, or where do you find the best, like...
I just get in it and drive it.
Just go and enjoy it.
Yeah, I set it up for pod, and I never had it lifted on the arse for pod. I thought, you know what, I want to do times, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I did it, yeah, it worked.
Set of tyres on it, on the front, and yeah. And the torque as well, like with a Honda, for example, you have to rev the nut off them to get that sort of power out of it, but as soon as it comes on boost, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, like a Honda will make like 500 horsepower, but to like 400 Nm.
Exactly. What does this make, do you reckon?
Around 800.
This must be shredding the tyres.
Oh yeah, I didn't do front set tyres.
I was going to say, you can feel it wandering around under load. Another thing I will say, there has been occasions where people have said, oh, it's my car's this fast or it's this powerful.
Yeah.
And you go in it and you're like, it's fun or whatever, but quite often it's like pub talk figures.
Yeah.
When you go in anything, that's not like...
I put this on the dyno, and when he put it on the dyno, he loaded it too hard and it threw limp mode.
Okay.
Even in limp mode, it made 320 horsepower in limp mode.
And that was it restricted?
Yeah.
So what was it made without the nitrous?
I don't know. I haven't got the chance. It should be about 550.
Jesus.
We can push it up to 600 if we want it.
Yeah. If you were going to build this, right? If someone's thinking that looks like hilarious fun, I want to have a go at that. If they were going to build this, what do you reckon it would cost? I mean, one of these, a standard one of these is what?
They're going up in value.
Are they?
Like a Fabia, you're looking at like 3.5 grand.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll give £1,500 for this car.
Yeah, and then obviously the build, rods and pistons, and how much do you reckon you're into it? If someone was going to build one, what do you reckon they need to put aside?
Me being like sponsored by AR, my prices are so different.
Okay.
But you're probably looking about 15, 20 grand.
Oh, really? Yeah, so it's a lot of work. Then the tuning and all that as well. Is it on the factory ECU?
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun button, is it? How's it fourth gear? It wants the wheel spin. It feels like it.
I got none.
Yeah. Mate. Oh, my hands all sweaty. That is hilarious. Actually, you could tell it was wheel spinning a lot more when you come through third. It was really trying to yank you across the road. If you were gonna keep it, are you gonna keep it now?
I think so. I think I'm gonna run this year with it, and then being my situation that's what I've got going on, I'm gonna find a container. I'm gonna put it away.
This is so much fun, man. Have you been around tracking it? I bet that would be fun. I can't believe it does that, and then you can let off the throttle and it drives like normal.
36 miles per gallon.
That's ridiculous. That makes sense. Man, that is hilarious. I'm so glad when you said I was thinking about selling it, I was thinking you'll regret that. You would regret it.
Mrs. is like, you ain't selling it.
Yeah, it's a lot of time and money, isn't it? AR Performance. So if you're into your PDs, and what do they do? Just got to shout them out because obviously this is.
He does literally everything. But he is literally PD specialist.
Right. Okay. So that's his thing. Right. So if you've got a PD and you want to have something as hilariously fun as this. AR Performance, was it?
Yeah.
That is who you need to go to.
If you want a PD build, go and see him, right?
So, yeah, if you're into diesels, you probably already know that anyway by the sounds of things.
A lot of people know who he is. To be fair, guys, go and see him. I wouldn't go to anybody else.
Well, he's done this, we've been at this, we've kicked its arse. It's in one piece, it doesn't make any funny noises, it goes like the clappers, and that's it. Like, it does exactly what it says on the tin, so...
How was that?
That was hilarious. We got up to 70 miles an hour at one point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Honestly, I've never been... The thing is, you always think that it revs like a petrol. So it's like he's shifting gears, like because it's like it wants to wrap round to the limiter straight away. I've never experienced... Like, I've been in faster cars, but they've been like race cars or whatever. But as a diesel, I can't. It's almost a bit like I can't really fathom it because your head's going. It doesn't. Was it revving to 6k? Did you say? 5, about 5,800 RPM. So it doesn't rev like it's like you're like kicking its ass, like but it's still pulling really hard. And it's a 5-speed. It's got longer gears in it. So when he's at the top of third and he shifts to fourth, you think, well, it's pulling really well, but it's at the top of fourth. By the time you've looked at it, it motors. It's really actually. it was more fun to experience than exactly just how fast it is, because it's obviously going to be fast. But problems didn't, like, there was no funny noises, no like weird stuff happening. It just works. And like he said, he was like, I'd drive home if I needed to. That's it. Hilarious. And when I looked, you'll probably see on the footage, I haven't turned the cameras off, by the way. When I was looking out the back window after he come off the throttle, you cannot see behind us. And that's just how it is. I looked behind and that was just as funny. But well done. Well done for doing it, mate, because it's doing something different. I love the K-Swap. K-engine is an amazing engine. There's a reason so many people do it, because it works so well. PD swap the world, exactly. But it's different, and I'm up for different. I want to see different, because, it's all been done before. It's like playing Street Fighter and choosing Ken every time. I'll let you get the B-roll. That was a bit of a stew laugh then, wasn't it? Well, if you like what you saw today, I would say, see if you can beat that or whatever, but I don't think, unless you've got a PD that's the same sort of thing as that. Jack, hand this to it, right? So we did talk about AR Performance when we were in there. JW Automotive. You need to go on, if you're into diesels, you're into PD stuff, AR Performance, you really need to do that, because this just works. Where can everyone find you on socials?
Instagram is _FR Smoky PD, and then TikTok's just Little Jack, and yeah, it's on there, really.
And if you want, he's doing Santa Pod. He's currently running really quick times. He's trying to break a 10 this year, and I expect he probably will, with a few tweaks and stuff. But if you like what you saw today, I certainly did. Like, comment, subscribe, share, look, post, email, anything else you want to do. Carrot pigeon, whatever you want to do. Just send a ship over, whatever. If you like that, come and see more of what we've got, and this is the longest outro we've ever done ever. So like, comment, subscribe, ladies and do subscribe, and that's coming from him, and he means business, all right? Ladies and gents, that's your effing lot.